Principal, Vice Chancellor, faculty members, and my dear students. It's indeed a great pleasure to visit the university. I suppose I am here, I think it's the third time. Previous has been functions, one has been for a talk, and here is again a talk. As we await Madam's arrival here, and I would not start my official talk, as I have been asked to talk to you light-heartedly. And light-heartedness, from a clinician's point of view, is I would like to hear from you what is it as a goal, as a researcher, and as I hear from you that there is a new innovative and entrepreneurship department, or probably a project which has been started, and how much of you and how many of you would be really inclined to move towards it. Just a show of hands, how many are really interested in research? So just to keep it in the right perspective, research does not really mean that you have to cut animals, you have to take blood, you have to do something very great. Research means any idea which may be simple, which puts out a thought and comes out with a solution. You envisage that there could be something which I am feeling, like now Madam and me are trying to put in some thoughts into our process, and after several discussions we come out with one objective as to what we want to do, and that can be put into a research form, and then we multiply it into several people who are having that or not having that, and then we come out with the solution. So usually research, as students understand, is that there is a person, there is a lab, then the person gets into the lab, sits in the lab, analyzes things, and comes out with the genetic constitution, comes out with the genetic mapping, and then he gets a crown on his head, and then I become a researcher. No. As Sir was already speaking to you and saying that research means coming out with an idea. If you are in chemistry, Department of Chemistry, then coming out with the idea of what you have spoken, what you have learned, what your teacher has told you, and essentially when there is a doubt in mind. So when there is a doubt in mind, and when your books or your system or your teachers or the Google does not have a valid explanation to it, then that becomes a problem. And problem always needs solution. And if there is a problem, if there is a solution, and if you are the one who wish to be a part of the solution, then you should become. And that's what is research. It's as simple as that. There's nothing high and mighty about it. It's your innate wish to. Then there's another thing. Should each one of you become a researcher? No, not at all. Everyone may not have that inclination to become a researcher. As in medical field, many of us are clinicians. Many of us are clinicians plus researchers. Many of us are clinicians, academicians, and researchers. Because it's the passion within you which makes you to do all of it. Because all of it, at some point of time, club and come down to one level, right? It's your passion to read, learn, keep reading, keep teaching, keep imbibing, and keep distributing the power of knowledge. So you need, all of you need not be researchers also. So if your friend probably sitting next to you has submitted a research proposal and you have not submitted the research proposal, don't get demotivated. You might be good in something else, you know. You might be good in the field work. You might be good in something which is over and above that research, so you don't need to. As far as my clinical work is concerned, I am a neurologist by profession. I finished my MD medicine, then took my DM neurology, and then I did my higher training at UK, and then I did my fellowships, and then I continue to read and I continue to take fellowships because, as I said, it's my liking and my passion. In the same sitting, I realized that there are several fields which are untouched, which needs to be explored, which needs to be known, which needs to gather data, which needs to be told to the scientific community, and the scientific community in turn needs to make guidelines, and then it needs to be brought out to the society. And that's how, as a clinician, for me, artificial intelligence became a source of interest. Why? Because everything what we do today is AI generated. Today, if you take my pictures, if you take my lectures, after probably on the same day, today is 16, next day, 1 month ago, Dr. Bindu Menon gave a lecture. Your phone will tell you. So even if you forget me, I'm glad that your Samsung and other phones won't help you to forget me. I'll still be there on your picture, trying to talk to you. So you may try to invite, you may try to bring out what Madam has spoken, whether that was of any interest to me, whether it will be of any help to me. So your phone is AI driven to help you to remember, recall, bring out and take out all the information which happened 1 month, in fact 1 year also, right? The phone brings out a year, 4 years, if you have not deleted from your phone photo albums, it brings you out. And how did you feel that it came out? It is AI driven. So AI is already with you, with me, in this system, in this hall, everywhere that artificial intelligence is there. Certain things we have not even recognized that it is AI driven. We are going by the flow, we are into the flow and we are utilizing it also without really understanding. So why not sit back and realize that where AI is taking a hand over us and trying to help us, let us take its advantage and make the most advantage. And that's why as a clinician I am doing it. I suppose Madam is on the way? Yes. So I have stopped on time. We'll welcome Madam. To the neurological community, to the patients and to the society at large. Thank you so much. I'll wait for Madam and then start on with our talk.